Looking to pass. It's King. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. They'll ride the hot hand. Fights off a defender. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's second and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right here. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Blue Devils offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
They'll give it to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Makes the grab. It's Harvey. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Coming up. Back to throw, it's King. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking for an advantage to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a lift.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. A fair catch just inside the 40. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the Duke offense heads back to
predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Handoff to the single back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Now they'll run the draw. Tackled, but he has a first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Quickly complete. And he will call on their punt team. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Offense getting set for first down. They'll leave it with him. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity.
He's off to the races. The 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Arizona is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Tucson for some time. They're up 14 over Texas Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. He leaves it with his back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They go to the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Feeling some heat. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Just feeds the running back. At the 35, he's loose. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking for space, it's Moore. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Give to the back. The Blue Devils get enough to move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Blue Devils look to do some damage in the red zone. The give from the gun. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Line is set on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Murphy.
Zings it complete to the right. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on second and goal. Movement here from the tight end. On second and goal, they believe he's got a nose for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw. It's King. He's got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you scored here, and this game's still tight. Keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Handoff to the single running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's King. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The number one job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not, but my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Offense working from the pistol. To the ground with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you can throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. He's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
It's a draw. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Boyd. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's complete to the right. And they'll get him down inside the 5 with this offense powering for the score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Wisconsin is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. Not Bucky's finest day at the office. They're trailing by 14 to Purdue. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little release to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the air, it's King. He makes the connection. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. The aerial assault continues. And he's got it inside the 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion. Play. Brings him down. keeping it on the ground with the single back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something. Their lead before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Got his man on the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it.